What happens next in Israel? Part 18.4. Special update. Predictions in 2016 fulfilled in 2017 and 2018 about drones and Turkey. This is from What Happens Next in Israel, Video 6, published on YouTube in 2016. In 2017, something significant may happen. The 50-year Jubilee cycle may have been reactivated in 1917 as more Jews came into the land. When ye are come into the land which I give you, a Jubilee shall the 50th year be unto you. Some thought it wouldn't happen, but this was significant. On 12/6/2017, President Trump declared that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and ordered the move of the U.S. Embassy. This is a portion of What Happens Next in Israel, Part 16, published in May of 17, long before the Trump declaration. The Ottoman Turks held Jerusalem from 1517 to 1917, 400 years, exactly 8 50-year Jubilee cycles. From Exodus to the present date, 2017, is exactly 70 Jubilees. The Rambam Synagogue on Mount Zion was established in 1267, a Jubilee year. In 1867, in Austria-Hungary, the Jews were emancipated across the empire, again in the spring to spring time frame. 1967 is exactly 14 Jubilee cycles from the year 1267, when the first synagogue was reestablished in Jerusalem. 1967 is when the Jews captured Jerusalem with the eastern area with the Temple Mount. Now, with the Ottoman Empire gone in 1918, more Jews were able to come and doubled their numbers from 1918 to 1931. Jerusalem fell to General Allenby 12/9/1917 on the first day of Hanukkah. Jerusalem, Hanukkah, David Ben-Gurion. A coincidence? The 19th of Kislev is when David Ben-Gurion declared that Jerusalem would be the one and only capital of the state of Israel. That's the very same day that Trump made his declaration in the Hebrew calendar. And so we have the Rambam Synagogue, plus 50. The emancipation of Jews in the Austrian Empire, plus 50. 1917. Balfour Declaration in Allenby in Jerusalem, plus 50. 1967. The Jordanians driven from East Jerusalem, and plus 50. Trump's Jerusalem Declaration. Here we see the time sequence again, beginning in 1217. This is the new coin in Israel, with Trump and Cyrus on one side, and the flip side, the third temple. And here we see the embassy site just north of Sur Bahir at the former Diplomat Hotel. Now there have been protests, and we have Delarian saying Jerusalem belongs to the Muslims, and the only way to save it is by armed fighting from Gaza to the West Bank. Jazieri said the Israeli occupiers have no choice but to leave the country or be destroyed. Sheikh al-Islam said that we must destroy the occupation regime in Jerusalem. Mohammed Bagheri said a big intifada is needed. And President Rouhani said Jerusalem belongs to Islam. Its liberation is the supreme goal of Muslims. Israel's creeping annexation of the West Bank continues. This trend may continue after the current Jubilee year. The purpose of the Jubilee was to give debts, free slaves, and return land to the original owners, Israel. Israel is boldly claiming more and more of their land. They passed a law to revoke permanent residency of East Jerusalem Palestinians. Aaron Klein said what's needed is an annexation of the West Bank and the retaking of the Gaza Strip. This is our land for more than 3,000 years. However, the UN High Commissioner, Al-Hussein, has said that's a war crime. He happens to be from the Jordanian royal family. He is the first Muslim to hold that position. He's citing Article 47 of the Geneva Convention as a warning to Israel. Now we have Turkish Erdogan urging 57 Muslim nations to make a joint army to attack Israel. We warned you about Erdogan and what happens next in Israel. Video 8 in 2016. He's standing here between the leader of Jordan and Palestine in the center. He has grand designs. He admires Hitler. This is a video, again, from slide 5, video 8, 2016. We warned you about him. He's calling all Muslims to invade Jerusalem and is trying to extend his influence over the Turkic peoples to the east. The Muslim neighbors rage, along with the Muslim world and the world minus the U.S. and a few tiny nations. Israeli army preparing for war on 6 fronts. American troops are here to defend Israel. 2,500 of them, with the 6th Fleet, Patriot missiles, and David Sling and Operation Juniper Cobra. U.S. commander, U.S. troops are prepared to die for Israel in a war against Syria and Hezbollah. It's likely to erupt, and they're preparing for mass casualties in this photo. Here is General Clark and General Heimovich greeting each other. Heimovich said, U.S. troops are here to defend the state of Israel. When Israel beats its Psalm 83 foes, the Muslim world will plot Ezekiel 38. Russia said it killed rebels behind a swarm drone attack in Syria, but experts see much more strikes ahead. Iranian drones have been spotted at several Syrian military bases. Iran's helping Hamas and Hezbollah build a fleet of suicide drones. Iran is building weapons factories in Lebanon and Syria where the Israeli Air Force cannot get the supplies that are coming in from Iran. This just in. North Korea has an underground military installation in Syria capable of holding chemical weapons and nuclear missiles right near a Russian base. This video is from 2016, video 11. Iran has given Russia a copy of a U.S. spy drone. This is part 11, what happens next in Israel, from 2016. When I saw that the cloud to cover the land, Ezekiel 38:9 would be a swarm of drones, I looked for images. But this one drone nation is all I could find, and the bird flocks on the next slides were all that I could find. Now, the images of the drone swarms look like the slides of the birds that I used. Wow. Clouds of birds. Video 11, 2016. As they ascend, video 11, 2016. And come like a storm, video 11, 2016. like a cloud to cover the land. Video 11, 2016. And now, this is a photo of a swarm of drones. Looks very much like the birds from an FA-18 Super Hornet jet. Boeing testing drone swarming tech. When you picture a drone, what do you think? A solitary remote-controlled toy with propellers, or a large unmanned military aircraft? Soon, these images could be quite different. Drones are becoming smaller, cheaper to make, and can zoom around on their own and gather in groups of hundreds, even thousands, to fly like a flock of birds. They're called swarms. They can be a deadly collaborative force on the battlefield. Now, like a cloud to cover the land. The drone here is called Perdix. It's too high and fast for cameras to follow, so 60 Minutes brought in a specialized high-speed camera to the China Lake Weapons Station in California. This was on CBS News. Another slide from 2016, video 12. And here I'm saying now that after Israel is occupied by Ezekiel 38 invaders, this will happen. Hailstone showers from on high will sweep the sky of every drone. Megaquakes will crack up every base above and under the ground. Pestilence will attack those invaders who escape, and the hail and quakes. Hashem will allow the IDF to be overcome to show them and all the world that it is He who ultimately protects Israel. This slide is from What Happens Next in Israel, video 12, published in 2016, telling about the earthquakes. Again, video 12, 2016, specifically mentioning drones. And here we see what hail can do to a large city like Naples. How birds can bring down a plane. This is a famous plane that was ditched in the Hudson River shortly after takeoff. And the cause was a flock of Canada geese that hit both engines. Micro AI drone swarming could do far more harm than some errant birds. Subscribe for future updates. For more information and ways that you can help us to blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm, you may contact us, Hope of Israel, by email, shlomo1335@gmail.com. Ask for Shlomo Yisrael Kai.